dollars. So you get 5 Singapore dollars. So if you compute, that's around 200 or 300 pesos. So it seems little, right? That's the reason why before this wasn't discussed. Because in Filipino terms, it's barya-barya. So you wouldn't feel these commissions. But why did boss decide to start sharing this? Because did you know? So wait, I'll explain this first. So 5 levels means, for example, I have one direct sponsor. That direct sponsor maintains, he earns 1,000 Singapore dollar or 40,000 pesos. I will get 5% from the $100, so I get $5. What does level mean? Level means I will get up to 5 levels of 5%.
Wow.
So if my first invite is level 1, the invite of my invite is level 2. And then the invite of the invite of the invite is level 3. Just to give you an idea. So of course, our aim is to have 5 direct sponsors so that we can earn up to 20 levels. So that's the point where you don't even know who your downlines are anymore, since it's the invite of the invite of the invite of the invite of the invite. So imagine just earning 300 pesos from this. But did you know there are leaders here in the Riway? Limbonong told this also in the Philippines back earlier this year. There are leaders who earn 60,000 Singapore dollars or 3 million pesos just from this plan. And if you would compute how many downlines does it take for you to earn $60,000 from this plan, you would need to have 24,000 downlines who earn 1,000 or W Singapore dollar or 40,000 pesos.
Kasi hindi naman natin yung dati.
Imagine having an organization with 24,000 people earning 40,000 pesos. That's even above the minimum rate here in the Philippines. That's like an entry-level position for a high-level graduate here in the Philippines. Imagine that person having 24,000 of that.
Imagine, no?
That's how big Riway organization is and can become. So this is more of a long-term thinking, because of course it will take a while before you reach that level of 6,000 Singapore dollars a month. But that's the reason why this is now discussed, even here on stage. So now we go to the recognition plan. Here in Riway, all our earnings are the same. The marketing plan stays the same no matter what your rank is. That's the beauty of this system. So what did boss do? He made a recognition plan so that aside from income, what else can we strive for? What else can we aim for? So at first, he only had the diamond star rank. So we had 3 ranks back in 2008. We had the 1 star. So how do you achieve 1 star? You need 10 platinum sales on your left and 10 platinum sales on your right. And since most people get the diamond set, 1 diamond set is equal to 3 platinums. So it takes 4 diamond sets or 12 platinums and 4 diamond sets in your right. So left and right, 4 diamond sets, 4 diamond sets. How much is that? That's around 30,000 Singapore dollars. Or around in peso, around 1.5 billion peso sales. So, as Karen mentioned, you already know what the 1 star income is. So, you need that sales. So imagine earning that much with just that little sale. So just 1.5 million, why? Because our product is so easy to sell since this is a product-oriented company, as I mentioned a while ago. The product can sell itself. So, what's the next rank? The next rank is Diamond 2 Star, which basically means you develop a 1 star leader on your left. So that leader has to generate sales of 30,000 Singapore dollars. And on your right side, that leader also needs to earn 30,000, has to have a sales of 30,000 Singapore dollars. So total sales, group sales would need to be 60,000 Singapore dollars or 3 million pesos.
Wow.
And for the diamond 3-star, you would need to create a 2-star on your left. So that's 60,000 Singapore dollar sales. And a 2-star on your right. So that's 120,000 Singapore dollars in sales. So that's around 6 million pesos in sales. Now before, this was the only rank. Why? Because imagine if you achieve Diamond 3-star, that's already very competitive. Actually, it even beats out almost all of our competitors in terms of income. But as years go by, boss realized that there are so many Diamond 3-stars already. And the leaders are becoming, in a way, relaxed since they don't have any goals anymore. That's the reason why he created another rank, which is the Team Elite rank. So, as you can see, what is the Team Elite? The Team Elite are the people in front of you right now. So let's give them a round of applause. These are the Team Elite leaders, and in order to achieve these ranks, they would need to achieve it 3 straight months. Why? Because boss wants these Team Elite leaders to show that here in Riway, there is a consistent income. There is a consistent income of sales. So, what's Team Elite Pavo? Team Elite Pavo means you need to have two of your accounts to be Diamond 3-star. So as I mentioned, that's 120,000. So you need 240,000 Singapore dollars in sales. So that's the Team Elite Pavo. Then the next rank is the Team Elite Phoenix. So that's 4 times 120,000 Singapore dollars. Monaceros, Aquila, and then Pegasus. So imagine, why why does boss say that it's easy to sell the product, to get sales? Because currently in Riway, the Pegasus rack, imagine 12 times 120,000 Singapore dollars. You times that 242 pesos. And then times 3, they need to create that much of sales in 3 straight months. Currently, there are around 1,000 plus Pegasus in the whole of Riway. And that deserves a round of applause. So imagine if those 1,000 people can do it, most definitely, especially the newcomers here and those who are dreaming of Pegasus, you can achieve it as well. Those 1,000 plus people are already proof that this company is very lucrative, very fulfilling. But again, boss noticed there are now so many Pegasus in the company. That's the beauty of Riway. It keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. Imagine what your income would be if you hit Pegasus. Just calculate that. Now, in order for the leaders to strive for another rank, boss created the Team Supreme rank. So what does the Team Supreme rank mean? So in Roman, this is categorized in Roman numbers. So Team Supreme Pegasus 1 means you hit Team Elite Pegasus yourself, and one of your downlines on your sponsor tree hits Team Elite Pegasus as well. So now you become Team Supreme Pegasus 1. And then if you create another Team Supreme on your left side, you become Team Supreme Pegasus 2. And so forth and so on. And currently, there are around 20 plus or 30 plus Team Supreme Pegasus 9s in the whole of Riway.
Wow.
So imagine how much their income is. They have 9 Team Supreme Pegasus. They have 9 Team Elite Pegasus under them. But then again, a lot of people hit these ranks again. So now, boss needs to create another milestone, which is the Ring of Glory. So, For example, I'm a Team Supreme Pegasus 5, and then I have a downline who is also a Team Supreme Pegasus 5. I get a white ring. And then if my downline is a Team Supreme Pegasus 6, a yellow ring, Team Supreme Pegasus 7, a red ring, Team Supreme Pegasus 8, and then 9 is the red ring. So these are the next steps. And currently, the highest rank is Team Supreme Pegasus 9 with 9 rings, which means he has 9 downlines who has achieved Team Supreme Pegasus 5 and above. So imagine how much of income that is. You won't even get to calculate it correctly. Since it has a lot of zeros, it won't fit your calculator. Currently, there are 3 people who hit the highest rank, which is Draco. So to give you an idea, those leaders are, one is from Taiwan, one is from Singapore, and one is from Hong Kong. Just to give you an idea. And you will see them on our international events. Like for example, this coming October, we will be going to Singapore. So this also shows that anything is possible here in Riway. 3 people has already achieved this very prestigious rank. So imagine if what more the next few years, how many Dracos will there be? And to give you an idea how generous the company is, the company gives the ring reward. For example, you're a team of Supreme Pegasus 5. You have 2 downlines to our Team Supreme Pegasus 5. You get an additional bonus of 100,000 Singapore dollars.
Grabe. Totoo.
And then if you get your third ring, you create 3 Team Supreme Pegasus 5, you get 200,000 and so forth until you hit Draco. Once you hit Draco, you will get 4 million Singapore dollars. And
Grabe.
then if you add all of this,
Ilang
it's
4
10 million
million,
Singapore
no?
dollars.
4
But
million
did you know,
per
boss said, this is,
second.
in a way, in Filipino terms, this is barya for those Dracos. Why? They earn more than 10 million Singapore dollars in a month. So for them, for example, those 3 Dracos, this is nothing compared to what they earn in Plan A, and then or even Plan B.
Grabe, overwhelming.
So that's the beauty of Freeway. And before I discuss these plan features, did you know that the marketing plan of Freeway never changed for the past 17 years? It never removed anything. It just kept adding and adding and adding. So this is the reason.
Grabe.
So what makes Freeway very unique from other companies, even on other industries, not just in MLM or direct selling? First, Freeway's plan is fair. There is no incentive, additional income for you if you hit, for example, me as a Team Supreme Pegasus 2, I earn the same whenever I have a direct sponsor. I still get 10%. For development bonus, I still get 10%. And for the matching bonus, I still get 10% for 3 levels. And for the first timers here, once you enter this company, you take the products, you invite someone, you also earn the same way. So this means it's fair, no one gets left behind. Because to give you an idea, on other companies, they would offer more discounts if you buy more. For example, if you invest this much, you will get an additional 1% discount. If you get this much, you get an additional 2% discount. So why is that not fair? It leaves out those who can't afford the big packages. The smaller players would need to sacrifice since the big players can invest more. So with Riway, it's an equal playing field. Everyone gets the same opportunity, the same chance to make it big here in Riway. Next is Riway has a conscience. So here in Riway, the beauty of Riway is that you are not obligated to keep on buying the products. But the products is so effective, we leaders keep on consuming it every single day for years already. For example, us 8 years already, me and my family, and even my tita, my titos, keep on taking the product consistently. So why are we not forced to buy the products? Because in other companies, to give you an idea, they are forced to buy products. For example, based on boss experience, for example, you have a 6,000 Singapore dollar commission. You are not able, you will not be able to claim it or get it if you don't have 3,000 Singapore dollar of sales. So what would you do? You would buy 3,000 Singapore dollars of products. You wouldn't know what to do with it just to get the 6,000 Singapore dollars. So now instead of earning 6,000 Singapore dollars, you would only earn 3,000 Singapore dollars and would have to worry how you would sell that 3,000 Singapore dollars. And that's not just a yearly thing, it's a monthly thing. So imagine next month, I earn 4,000 Singapore dollars. In order to get that 4,000 Singapore dollars, I need to maintain and buy 3,000 Singapore dollars worth of products again. So that's, for me, not fair, especially since the company is forcing you to keep on selling and selling and selling. Here in Liwin, there's no maintenance in terms of, for example, product consumption, sales. Here in Liwin, you can even take a break if you want. There's no maintenance whatsoever. But the only thing Riway created is they would lower your rank, especially during big events, if you don't maintain your sales. That's in a way, the little thing that they do to, in a way, punish the leaders. But it's only in terms of
Hindi na
recognition
na-demote,
and prestige.
nade-demote, di ba?
But the income will still be
Hindi,
the same.
na-supreme.
So that's the beauty of Riway. They just challenge you in the little things, not on the big things, which is for us income. They don't get anything from
Yung
our
word lang.
So third is competitive.
Competitive.
So why is Riway competitive? And as I mentioned a while ago, our platform is even better than any other platform in the world.
Yes.
Any other franchise businesses, like for example, Jollibee, McDo, uh, even e-commerce businesses, like for example, selling on online, selling on live stream, live selling, and even AI and all that. Why is Riway more competitive than all of those platforms? Because on all of these platforms, you would need to invest a lot just to become a part of this platform. But here in Riway, all you need to do is invest in your health, invest in yourself, or invest in your loved ones who needs the product. They take the product, and when they're well, you get to do the business risk-free. So here in Riway, you have zero risk. Every time I invite a downline, I say that their only risk here is actually nothing. They don't have a risk. Why? Because the product has been proven for the past 17 years. So the product will 100% be effective to them. So they immediately ROI in terms of that. And then all they need to do is start talking and sharing this wonderful product and opportunity to others. So that's how competitive Riway is. And then lastly, Riway plan is very productive. It only rewards productive leaders. Why? To give you an idea, in some companies, in order for you to pressure you to hit, for example, Team Elite Pegasus. In other companies, once you hit Team Elite Pegasus, for example, they will give you 5% of all the sales of the company. So even if your downlines aren't productive, if the company's sales is big, you will still get 5% of that. That is unfair. Why? Because in boss experience, once leaders hit
Oo.
that rank,
Paano niya?
they just
Siyempre,
relax
siya yung
and rely on the 5% from the company's wholesale. So this is unfair for productive leaders. Because imagine if we are both Pegasus, you are just relaxing, you get 5% of the whole company
fair
sale.
talagang ginawa ni
Meanwhile, me, for example, I'm the productive one, I also get 5%. There's no difference. So it's unfair. Unlike here in Riway, the same, every time your group makes a sale, you get fair commissions, no matter what your rank is. So these are the four things that makes Riway stand the best.
the best.
Now, before I end, I would like to share to you a story so that you would get to see how amazing Riway's plan is in terms of helping you achieve your financial freedom and your goals in life. Did you know there was this kid back in grade school? He didn't have any friends because he is scared to talk. Of course, people wouldn't approach him because who would want to approach someone who doesn't talk? But of course, in life, in his whole grade school, he had zero friends. But of course, in life, growth is inevitable. Everyone grows somehow. So when he got to high school, he had a few friends because some approached him first. And then as he grew, he learned more social skills. By the time he went into college, he started making friends on his own. Then when he graduated, surprisingly, if you look at his grade school self, you wouldn't expect this person to be a successful person. Why? Because especially in our world today, most successful people, if you notice, are good leaders, are good public speakers, are good communicators. If you don't have these skills, you wouldn't make it as big as those who have those skills. So surprisingly, this kid,
Si husband.
when he, grade school kid,
Tuwang-tuwa
when he
na siya
looked
sa
into his
barya-barya,
future,
15-15.
he was surprised
Kinikita ng ako.
because
Hindi kasi
he was surprised to see August of 2025 and himself standing on stage. So imagine, for me, this is very big because in a way, this is an impossible achievement. Imagine if that kid never talked in his whole grade school life. And in high school, he was lucky someone approached him. That's the only reason why he had some friends. How can you imagine that person to stand on stage here today? Now, if Riway helped me conquer my biggest fear or my biggest insecurity, of course, Riway can also help you achieve your dreams, especially financially. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I were you, go study this Riway, keep attending events, and start taking the product, start sharing the product, and do this business. Because here, you will not just achieve financial freedom, you will also conquer your biggest fears.
Wow.
So, I hope you and I can reach a higher level, especially with this three ways plan, which is the best plan in the whole world. So, thank you everyone.